In today's pattern, we're going to be working on Octavia the octopus. Originally, when Octavia came out, she was only 7 legs. I know, Octavia was 7 legs. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere, folks. So they have edited the pattern quite some time ago, and now she has 8 legs. And today we're going to be working our way through it. So she is using Lily Sugar and Cream. It is a cotton-based yarn, and the balls are relatively small, as you see, that we'll be using. So you can choose your main color. So the main color, it could be a hot orange or it could be grape. That was on the other sample. And then you're going to do black or warm brown. You'll need 2 balls of that you'll see there. And then white is just 1 ball. As you can see, the white is in here. You'll need a 4mm size G6 crochet hook in order to play. And we're going to work our way step by step in the instructions for this today. Let's begin. As we begin today, we are using video chapters, which means that if you go to the video description, each one of the rows or rounds are indicated to be able to speed ahead or go back in time. So today we're going to start off with our main color. So it could be orange or grape or whatever color. I'm going to do light blue, and you are going to chain 2. And then we're going to get ready for round number 1. To begin, you are going to go second chain from the hook, and you are going to single crochet, so it's the first chain technically, and single crochet 7 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you do something slightly different, and we are going to create a stitch marker that you'll be able to see, and I'll show you that in a second. Using a spare piece of yarn, pull up the last loop, and you are going to push this underneath. We're going to do a continuous round so we don't end up with the seam line in the Octavia main body itself. So every time you see that, it's the end of the row. So when I give instructions, that'll be your last stitch before proceeding into the next rows or rounds ahead. So let's begin number 2. Number 2, because I haven't you do a continuous round, because if you're not following the pattern itself and you haven't seen this video, you won't know that I'm doing it. But so you're gonna go with 7 chain back, so 1 or 7 stitch back. So let's go into round number 2. And because we're doing a continuous round, I'm going to have you count back 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so that 7th one is where you're going to start. And you're just going to go right into it. You're not chaining one. You're just going to create a continuous round. So each one of these 7 are going to have 2 single crochets in it. So the way that I will count it is that I will say to myself 1 and 1. So there's 2 into the first, and then I say 2 and 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6, and finally the last one. We'll see the stitch markers in the last one, so 7 and 7. And the reason why I count round number 2s like that is that I want to make sure that that multiple is correct. So every time you are at the end of the round, I'm not going to stop and show you each time. Just move the stitch marker up and carry it up. So don't take it out of the last one, because if you have to frog back to rip it, then you'll know exactly where it is. So let's move on to round number 3, and now we're going to just give quick instruction and work our way through. So as mentioned, we're doing continuous rounds, so we're just skipping the chain 1s in the body of the octopus. So you'll start off, and here's the repeat. So you're going to do 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2 single crochet in the one after that. And that'll be your repeat going around. Okay, so the next one has 1, and the next one has 2. Please repeat that cycle all the way through, move up your stitch marker, and we'll get ready for round number 4 in a moment. Number 4, the first 2 in a row are by themselves, so I say 1 and 2 by itself, and then there's 2 into the next one. So 1 and 2 share. So the sequence is the next 2 are by itself, so 1 and 2 by itself, and then 2 into the next. Please do that for round number 4. Round number 5, the sequence is the next 3 are by itself, so 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 into the next. Okay, so the sequence is 1, 2, 3, and then 2 into the next. Please do that around for round number 5. Round number 6, the sequence is 1 into the first 4, and then 2 into the next. Please repeat that sequence around for round number 6. Number 7 is an alternative round. So whenever it says alternate, then it means that we're going to be able to do this repeat instruction. So round number 7 is just 1 straight single crochet all the way around. We will be going through each one of the steps as we go through, so you don't have to have any assumptions in today's tutorial. So continue along. Number 7, single crochet. Round number 8 is another growth round. So the first 5 in a row are single crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 into the next, and you'll repeat that all the way around for round number 8. Number 9 is an alternative round, and it's just 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. I'll be right back in a moment. Round number 10 is another growth round, and it's going to be 1 single crochet in the first 6 and then 2 into the next. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 2 stitches into the next. So just think about it, 6 plus 2, so 6 and 2. I'll be right back at the end of the 10th round. Number 11 is an alternative round, 1 single crochet in each. I'll be right back. Okay, it's starting to bowl out, and number 12 is another increase. So there's 7 in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 2 into the next. Please do this around for round number 12. 13 to 17, which is a total of 5 rounds, is just 1 single crochet in each of those stitches. So please do those 5 rounds of 1 single crochet, and I'll see you on round number 18 in a moment. Round number 18 is when we're going to start decreasing, and I'm going to show you a technique that is done in amigurumi to prevent the line of decreasing from actually happening. So if you ever done 2 together stitch, you always see it, and so there's a way to cheat that. So let's start off with round number 18. The first 7 in a row are single crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So once that 7's in, the next 2 are together. So if you do it regular 2 together, you end up with a bulge. But what you can do is if you go into the next one and only use the front loop, and then you circle around and you capture the next one only in the front loop, that's going to be your 2 together there. So you're just going to yarn over, pull through both of those loops, and then pull through the 2, and that just pulled those together, and it makes it invisible for when you do a decrease. So 18 is 7 single crochet and 2 together, and you'll do that all the way around. I'll see you at the end of the round. Rounds number 19 and 20 is just single crochet around, so that decrease we just did will allow it to settle out better if the next 2 rounds are single crochet, which we'll do. So I'll see you at the beginning of round number 21, so do those 2 rounds now. Okay, round number 21 is another decrease round, so it's going to be 1 into the next 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then a decrease. So you can let me know in the comments if you decided to do it the way I'm showing, or you're just doing a traditional method. So 6 and then 2 together. Please do this around for 21. Rounds 22 and 23 are just one single crochet in each one of the stitches. Please do that for around that. I'll see you on the round number 24 in a moment. Round number 24 is another decrease round, so the next 5 are by itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 together. Please do that around for round number 24. 5 together, or sorry, 5 on its own, and then 2 together. I'll be right back. Number 25 and 26 are just straight single crochet all the way around. Please do that for those 2 rounds. I'll see you on number 27 in a moment. Number 27 is another decrease round, so there's going to be 4 by itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 together. And you'll be repeating that around for round number 27. I'll see you on round number 28 next. 28, 29, and 30, total of 3 rounds is just one single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So please do number 28, 29, and 30, and I'll see you on number 31 next. Round number 31, this is when the pattern changed in order to make it 8 legs instead of 7. So you'll notice that the pattern will then be 40 single crochets around, which is equally divided by 8. So what you're going to do then is, for this round, is going to be one single crochet into the next 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 2 into the next. So you're increasing your stitches again. So the 6 and then 2, so into the same stitch. Please do that around for number 31. Number 32, we're going to do another increase. So this time there'll be 4 single crochets in a row. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 into the next. So repeat that cycle across for round number 32. Round number 33, another increased round. So there'll be 5 in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 into the next. Repeat that cycle across for round number 33. Number 34 is another increase, and it starts off with 6 in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 2 into the next. And repeat that cycle across for number 34. Round number 35 is the last round before we start dividing off for the tentacles. And so this is another increased round. So the first 7 are by itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then the next one has 2. So this gives a multiple of 9. And so each one of the tentacles is going to use 9 stitches, if that helps you to know that now. So then the increase then to go around again is 7 in a row, and then 2 into the next, and you'll do that around for number 35. So now we're ready for the tentacles. So there's 8 sides of this circle that you'll see. And so we're going to start off immediately, and because we've been doing a continuous round, the very first tentacle, we're just going to start differently from the rest of the other 7. So because we're going to start with the next stitch, so there's a total of 9 stitches that equal a tentacle, I want you to forget the chain 2 at the first one, but we'll do that in the next time we're making another one. So the first 2 are going to be a 2 together half double crochet. So wrap the hook and in to the next one, pull through, wrap the hook into the next one and pull through, and then wrap and pull through all of those. So then you'll only then do a half double crochet into the next 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this leaves only 2 stitches left before another side will start. And so the last 2 stitches are going to be a half double crochet 2 together. So going in, wrap, pull through, going in, pull through, and pull through all of it. And that was row number 1. You're going to turn your work, and we're not going to worry about the rest of the other tentacles yet. We'll do each one individually, and we'll do number 2 and 3 next. Rows number 2 and 3 are both identical to each other. You're going to chain 2, and the pattern states that the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so don't include that. So you'll start off with the very first one, and you'll half double crochet the 7 stitches that are left. So you can count it if you wish, or you can just clearly see the stitches as well. So there's 4 done so far. 5, 6, and 7. So that was row number 2, and then 3 is the same thing. So turn your work, chain 2, and half double crochet the 7 across. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It doesn't hurt to count. Turn your work, and let's do row number 4. Row number 4, we're going to do a decrease again on both edges. So we'll chain 2 to start, won't count as anything, and we'll put the first 2 together as a half double crochet 2 together. And then you were going to single crochet then the next 3. Sorry, you're going to half double crochet the next 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and that leaves 2 stitches left. So you'll put the last 2 together as a half double crochet 2 together. Okay, moving on to number 5 and 6. They're both just going to be a straight up, so there's no decreasing. So you'll just chain 2, and you were going to do a half double crochet in each of the 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that was number 5. Turn your work, and let's do number 6. So chain 2 and half double crochet in the next 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That was row number 6. Turn your work, we're going to do another decrease, and the decrease will be not right on the beginning, so it's going to chain 2. You're going to half double crochet 2 together over the next 2. And you still have 2 stitches left, and you'll be doing a half double crochet in each. And then this is where it changes to do a big set of instruction, which will then take you all the way down the tentacle itself. And so at the end of this, we are going to turn, and we are going to begin that process next. Right where you're sitting, you are going to then, the 8th row is right where you're sitting, and you're going to chain 34. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go all the way to 34, and meet me back here in a moment. So now this is the length of the tentacle, and it's going to come back and join here. So let's just take our time and do the 8th row. So we're going to go second chain from the hook, and there's going to be 3 single crochets in that one. So just go 1 and 2 and 3 single crochet into the first one. Sorry, second chain from the hook, so there's 3 single crochets in it. And now we're going to repeat the following instruction just 4 times. So we're going to single crochet the next, and then 2 single crochets in the next one after that. So we're going to single crochet the first, and then 2 single crochets into the next one after that. So that was 1 of 4. Okay, and then we're going to do it again. So 1 into the next, and then 2 into the next one. Okay, so that was 2 of 4. 1 into the next, 2 into the next one after that. Okay, that was 3 of 4, and then 1 into the next, and 2 into the next one, and that will be 4 of 4. Let's go back to the instruction and see what else we're going to be up to. Starting in the next stitch, we're going to do another 4 repeats of something, and so we're going to start off immediately and we're going to half double crochet into the next chain, and then in the one after that we're going to put 2 half double crochets into the same one. Okay, so this will be 1 of 4, so we'll do it again. So 1 into the next, 1 half double crochet into the next chain, and 2 half double crochets into the same one. Okay, that was 2 of 4, 1 half into the next chain, and then 2 halves into the next. That's 3 of 4, and last time 1 half double crochet on its own, 2 into the next, and that was the 4th of 4. Okay, let's go back to the instruction. The next 4 sets of repeats is as follows. You're going to start off and you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next chain, and then 2 double crochet into the next chain after that. And you'll be repeating that with a total of 4 times. So that was 1 of 4. Okay, so do it again. So next chain is by itself, double crochet, and then 2 into the next. That was 2 of 4. 1 double crochet into the next. 2 double crochet into the one after that. That was 3 of 4 last time. 1 double crochet into the next, 2 into the one after this. Okay, that is 4 of 4. Let's go back to the instruction. The last set of repeats is going to be a treble. So we're going to treble, so wrap the hook twice into the next chain. And then there's going to be 2 trebles into the next chain after that. And we need to do that repeat 4 times. So this will be 1 of 4. Okay, next chain is just 1 treble by itself. And 2 trebles into the next chain. Okay, so that was 2 of 4, 1 treble into the next. 2 trebles into the next chain. That one's not so good. Try again. Okay, and the final repeat is just 1 treble into the next one, and you have only 1 chain left, which is right here, and there's going to be 2 trebles in that. So we have to join that one to where we had started. Okay, so you just got to pick it up. So we were kind of looking at the inside of it, so that's where we kind of were. And so we're just going to slip stitch to the top of the first one, over here. So just lean it over and join it in with a slip stitch. And this is where you're going to fasten off and then weave in your ends. And then I will kick you off to start another one of these, and then you can continue the rest of the others. So let's pick this up. And so we were here, so we continued along. So we're going to start with the next empty one right here. Okay, and that's where we're going to begin, right on the edge. So you'll create a new slip knot. So starting in the next empty stitch right here. And so because you're starting fresh, I need you to start with a join, with a slip stitch to join, chain 2 to start, and then starting in the very first one and into the next, you're going to do a 2 together half double crochet. Okay, do you remember how you did that? And then I'm just crossing over top of the straggler. So the next 5 in a row are each a half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the last 2 are going to be a half double crochet 2 together. And then you're going to turn your work, and then you'll begin row number 2 and 3, and it was just a chain 2, and it's a half double crochet in each of the stitches across. So there's a total of 7 if you want to count those. So this is number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn, chain 2, and half double crochet in the 7 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn. Okay, number 4 is going to be another decrease. So you'll chain 2 and you'll half double crochet the first 2 together. The next 3 in a row will be a half double crochet. We have 1, 2, and 3, and put the last 2 together. Turn your work. 5 and 6 are both the same. Chain 1 and a half double crochet in each of the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do row number 6. 1, and so chain 2, half double crochet into the 5. Okay, turn your work. Number 7, we're going to do a partial decrease. So we are just going to chain 2, half double crochet into the first one. The next one is a 2 together half double crochet. And then you have a half double crochet in the final 2. And then you're back at, so you got to turn, and now you're back at the number 8th row once again. And so you'll be doing a chain of 34. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go to 34, maybe back here in a moment. So now that 34 is in, let's go back across like we did before. Second chain from the hook, you'll put in your 3 single crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to start our cycling of doing the repeating as we know it. So let's begin to do that next. So the first one as we start is going to be 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochets into the one after that. Okay, that was 1 of 4. So start again, 1 single crochet in the first, and 2 into the one after that. This is 2 of 4, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochet in the one after that. That's 3 of 4, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 into the next one, and that was 4 of 4. So now we're going to increase our stitches for another group of 4 repeats. So half double crochet in the next, and 2 half double crochet in the one after that. Okay, so that was 1 of 4, half double crochet in the next, and 2 into the one after that. That was 2 of 4, 1 half double crochet in the next, and 2 into the one after that. That was 3 of 4, 1 half double crochet in the next, and 2 into the next one after that. And that was 4 of 4. Now we're going to get bigger. So we're going to increase to a double crochet for another grouping of 4. So 1 double crochet in the first, and 2 into the next one after that. Okay, so that was 1 of 4, 1 into the next, and 2 into the one after that. My apologies, my hands are acting up this morning. So this is 2 of 4, 1 into the next, and 2 into the next one after that. That's 3 of 4, 1 into the next, double crochet, and 2 into the next one, and that's 4 of 4. So we have our final. So it's going to be 1 treble into the next, and 2 trebles into the next one after that, okay, that's 1 of 4, 1 treble into the next, 2 trebles after that is into the same, okay, that was 2 of 4, 1 treble into the next, 2 into the one after that, okay, last repeating, so it's 1 treble into the next, and 2 into the last one. And then just reach on over, so just kind of fold it on top of each other and just slip stitch into the last one, and then just weave in your ends. And so what I'm gonna need you to do is do the other 6 that are left, and then I will be back in just a few seconds from now, but I have to do the legwork myself, and I'll see you then. So this is it, Octavia, 8 legs, all ready to go. And we'll see you in the next video as we focus on the bottom half of this. If you're following at the exact same time of the stitch along, it may be holding, waiting for the launch date, but once it's done, all the videos will be available at the same time. That's it for now, and we hope that you enjoy.